Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 2. When we last left off, we have switched to capitalization in most of our cities, as you can see over here, and we still are discovering new civilization advances every single turn, radio being the next one. So it's looking pretty good. We have about, 10 more discoveries to make, and then we'll switch to some other form of government and finish the game. So, let's end the turn. Vaduz builds university, that's okay. I think we don't need anything else over here. Maybe recycling center? No, not really, but a factory would actually do nicely. We discovered the secret of radio. Allows settlers to build air bases and also to build a new structure, the airport. Prior to Guglielmo Marconi's invention of the radio in 1896, long-distance communication was carried out either by mail or over miles of cable via telegraph. Marconi's first demonstration of the radio telegraph transmitted a message just over 1 mile without the use of wires. Continued improvements increased transmission range to over 200 miles by early 1901, and by the end of the year a single letter A had been transmitted across the Atlantic Ocean. By 1905, many ships were equipped with radio telegraphs for ship-to-ship and ship-to-land communications, and by 1915 the invention of the three-element vacuum tube, or triode, made it possible to regularly transmit voice messages over the airwaves. Throughout the years, radio has been refined not only for communication, but for detection and ranging, radar, and astronomy. Okay, our ground units may now use airlift, or L order, to move between any of our cities with airports. Our settlers and engineers may use the airbase, or E order, to build airbases in non-city square. So, that's something completely new. Let's switch to advanced flight. Let's consult the council.
You're letting our crack troops go to waste, General. Let's go bonk some heads, sir.
I disagree, sir.
I disagree, sir.
Don't worry, you'll get your chance very soon.
I have run the numbers out to the 10th decimal point, sir, and the results are clear. We must build more tech improvements.
I disagree, sir.
I disagree as well. We are not building anything.
Build a stock exchange, and I'll show you what cash flow is really about.
I disagree, sir.
Okay.
My spy network tells me that other nations hold us in the highest regard, sir. I await your further instructions.
I don't mean to be stepping on your blue suede shoe, sir, but a land without luxury is like a hound dog without a bone. It's not happy.
I disagree, sir.
I disagree, sir.
Okay, useless as always. I wanted something. I wanted to show you the last game concepts which we haven't seen yet, and that are the air bases and the airlift. So let's begin with the air bases. After the discovery of radio, your settlers and engineers have the ability to construct air bases. Air bases act as remote refueling stations for fighters, bombers, stealth fighters, and stealth bombers. Strategically placed air bases effectively extend the range of these units, allowing them to operate farther from friendly cities and carriers. To build an airbase, choose the airbase command from the orders menu or press the E key. Okay, and then the airlift. After the discovery of combined arms, you have the ability to perform airlift operations between your cities. Airlifting allows you to move units instantly over great distances. In order to airlift a unit between two cities, both cities must have an airport. To airlift a unit, move the unit into a city with an airport and choose airlift from the orders menu or press the L key. A menu of possible destinations appears. Choose the destination city from the menu and the unit is instantly transported to that city. The unit becomes available for use on the following turn. Okay, I think it's also the radio, not the combined arms. Actually, it might be combined arms. We'll see. I don't use this option that much because you have the railroads and basically can move for free between all of your cities. However, if you have not such a big continent as we have here, but more smaller islands, the airlift might be a very good idea. Okay, I think that's it for this turn. Let's just check if we are still researching every single turn. Yes, we are. And the turn then. We discover the advanced flight, allows us to build the carrier and the bomber. During the Second World War and in the years that followed, great leaps were made in the field of aviation. The military demands of the war necessitated the development of aircraft designed for long-range bombing and for the transportation of troops and equipment. Although advances in aviation were made all over the world, during this time the Germans were particularly adept in the development of advanced flight technologies. In 1944, they developed the V-2 buzz bomb, the first truly guided missile capable of delivering 2,000 pounds of explosives to targets nearly 200 miles away. The Germans also developed the Me-262, the first jet fighter plane, which was first used in 1945. Although both the V-2 or V-2 and the Me-262 came too late to affect the outcome of the Second World War, both of these advances paved the way for the advanced flight technologies of the day. Okay, let's actually do the rocketry. Good, we have a settler. This settler will probably go to Interlaken. Yeah. Oh no, that's a settler which doesn't require any support. We will keep that guy and he'll go... He'll go to Montreux. Yes, yes, no? Where are you? Go to Montreux, please. What about now? Yeah, that's fine. And build me a fortress right here. Very good. Then we can irrigate over there, although it's not really necessary. And the turn for another advance. Actually, let's check. Still every single turn, that's fine. Persians develop electricity, and we develop the largest civilization of the world. The Swiss, of course, are the glorious, the Persians are the great, and Sioux are the fine civilization. We discovered the rocketry, which allows us to build the SAM missile battery, Aegis cruiser, cruise missile, and nuclear missile. Okay. Rockets are projectiles that are propelled by the expulsion of gases generated in a combustion chamber. The first solid fuel rockets invented by the Chinese in the 13th century used a mixture similar to gunpowder for fuel. Although rockets were used in warfare to set fire to buildings and the sails of ships for nearly 500 years, it wasn't until the early 19th century that the first crude explosive rockets were used in battle. Research and design efforts by scientists such as Robert Goddard in the 20th century refined rocket design to produce faster, better controlled rockets. During the Second World War, this new technology was used to create the German V-2 buzz bomb, the first true guided missile. Scientific developments since the Second World War have been applied to adapt the rocket for use in even more powerful and accurate weapons with incredible range. The rocket is also used in peaceful applications, such as the launch of satellites and the exploration of space. Okay, let's continue with the combined arms. Perfect. Still okay, I guess, on all fronts. That means we can just end the turn. Discover the combined arms, which allows us to train paratroopers and to build helicopters. We'll read more about all these units which we are able to build now in probably the next episode. For now, I'll be reading only the Civilization Advances description. Advanced flight technology combined with the principles of amphibious warfare and mobile warfare represent the potential for a devastating attack force. Combined air, sea and ground assaults played a vital role in the Second World War. The Allied invasion of Normandy in June 1944 represented such an attack. Bombers and fighters were deployed over the target area to claim the skies, while naval vessels set off the coast and bombarded the beachhead. Transports then landed troops and equipment on the beach to begin a ground assault. Modern advances make today's combined assaults even more effective. Naval vessels and stealth aircraft equipped with cruise missiles and smart bombs soften enemy resistance before a ground assault. Helicopters drop and retrieve soldiers behind enemy lines in places not accessible to fixed-wing aircraft. Powerful armored tanks such as the M1 can be quickly deployed, moving at speeds up to 60 miles per hour. Finally, the combined assault is coordinated through a network of sophisticated communication, targeting and detection devices, allowing more precise deployment of forces than previously possible in history. That means only one thing: Persians don't stand a chance. The new Paratroopers unit can use the Paradrop or P order to airdrop within 10 spaces of any friendly city, provided it begins its turn in that city. I will probably not be using that too much or at all. And finally, let's discover the space flight, because I want to build that Apollo program badly. We will not be able to build SS structural or SS module or any other spaceship components, because I have turned off this option when we began the game. But we will see a race for the Alpha Centauri landing in my next LP, which will be the One City Challenge, and will begin, I guess, in a few weeks. Okay, let's continue with the space flight. Discoveries still every single turn. You can go to Zurich, please, and sleep over here, and the turn. Guerrilla uprising near Biel. Swiss scientists discovered the secret of space flight. Allows us to build the SS structurals and the Apollo program. We'll build that in just a moment. Utilizing the now well-developed science of rocketry, the modern exploration of space began in October 1957, when the Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1. This tiny satellite orbited the Earth for 57 days, providing information on radiation and other phenomena in the upper atmosphere. In less than a year, the United States had also launched a satellite, Explorer 1. This started a space race, years of competition between the US and the USSR to achieve new frontiers in space exploration. Spaceflight advanced rapidly from the simple suborbital flights of the 1950s to manned missions to Earth's moon in the late 1960s. The rapid growth of space technology led to many practical applications, such as weather and surveillance satellites and vastly improved worldwide communications. Today, although hindered by severe government budget cuts, the exploration of space continues. Plans in the near future call for continued orbital exploration via the Space Shuttle program and the eventual construction of the multinational manned space station Freedom in the early 21st century. I'm not aware of a space station called Freedom, but okay. Let's discover environmentalism that will allow us to build a solar plant, which we definitely want to build in Zurich, which has a lot of pollution by now. And since we have discovered space flight, we can build the Apollo program. So let's do that. Can we actually tell them? No, we can't. So we have to do it like this. Okay, that will take some time, but We have enough time. Okay, we are halfway there. And I will just pause and continue off camera. And we are done. The last 50 shields can be produced by the city itself. Let's interlock, okay. Here and there. Below, okay. Yeah, I want to keep this tile, so let's go over here and transform to planes. That's fine. You can go to Interlaken as well and transform to planes as well. And you too. This should make it quicker. Okay, let's end the turn. Religious fanatics in arms near Chur. Ooh. And they are pillaging. Zurich builds Apollo program.
2, we have ignition. Commit liftoff. We have liftoff. Beautiful view. You got something? Magnificent sight out here. Dear man from the planet Earth, first step foot upon the moon. It came in peace for all mankind. Boy, this view has got to be fantastic. It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Astronauts bring back photos of Earth from space. And we discover the secret of environmentalism. Okay. Allows us to build solar plant, which we will do in Zurich. And there's a description to it as well. For centuries, human society has taken the gifts of nature for granted. As civilization grew, humans spread out across the face of the planet, taking what they needed from the land and producing more and more waste materials with little regard for the future. In the late 1960s, a growing number of people became concerned about the growing problems of pollution and the destruction of natural habitats. This movement led to the formation of groups like Environmental Protection Agency, EPA. The EPA's aim is to reduce all types of pollution. To this end, the agency has imposed strict laws and guidelines concerning the disposal of hazardous materials, set clean water standards, and studied more effective techniques of solid waste disposal. The primary goal of the environmental movement as a whole is to make sure that the environment is safe and intact for future generations to enjoy. Let's discover plastics. And the astronauts brought photos of Earth back from the space, and we now see this tile, which I think was the only tile which we did not discover ourselves. We can also see the Persians and everything they were trying to hide from us. Yeah, there's nothing else. Okay, in Zurich, let's switch to the solar plant. We'll take 4 turns. Actually, we can disband a few of these and buy it. Oh, that costs a lot. Yeah, let's disband a few more. Why not? And buy it now. Complete. This should get rid of all this pollution. We are still researching every single turn. That's very good. Yep, that's very good. So we'll be finished with all the research in no time, I guess. But we have already hit the 20-minute mark, so I think we'll end the episode here. just checking if everything is okay. We should probably also get rid of this partisan over here. That's fine. Fortify. Wait for the rest, and I say bye bye for now and till next time.